Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dallas and today we're gonna play the Thaumaturge. Yeah, this is a little bit more on the adult side. We play as a Thaumaturge in the early 20th century, but yeah, without further ado, let's hop in. Thaumata is a word deriving from Greek. It means miracles. A thaumaturge, or temperamancer, is one able to discover secrets lingering in persons or places. They recognize flaws or stigmas imprinted on the human psyche and can bring them to the surface. Are they a doctor of souls? It is impossible to fully name the essence of a thaumaturge without being born one.
For years I've been seeing you in my dreams, and lately more and more. I know it's you, but I can no longer recognize your face. I don't know if I'd recognize you if I saw you. I hope your condition hasn't worsened much since you last wrote. I can hardly imagine what a nightmare you're going through. Remember, you're not alone. I'm sure our father would be happy to help, if only you asked him. I assure you that for now, I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested. He doesn't know your intention, and with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me. I know you think the only thing that can help you is a miracle. But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition who are desperate or seeking help. I hope the man you're pursuing can actually ease your mind. But if not, remember that in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now, does not mean it doesn't exist. Send word as soon as you get there. I want to know you are safe. With as much love as I have. Ligia.
Could you spare a moment for me? I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're not looking your best.
Thank you.
What's your message?
Take this down, please. Arrived. I think I have found him. I hope he will receive me. I will write as soon as I am able.
And payment?
On receipt.
Anything to add at the end?
Please add my love to you, my sister.
Touching. From whom?
My name is Viktor Szulski. S-Z-U-L-S-K-I. And Viktor with a W, not a V.
Interesting name. Where's this headed?
Warsaw. Russia.
And this is supposedly Georgia. Russia here and Russia there. Russia everywhere, on every map.
Maps change. I know. Let's get on with it.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Loony.
You can move freely around all the locations. Shadow of Sins Past. Find the miracle worker in the village. Lost letter. Dear Anthony, it feels like ages have passed since your last letter. Or maybe it's just the winter that makes everything good and warm seem distant. As you can guess, the life of an exile does not spoil me. Years ago, I was uprooted from my homeland and sent to a foreign land, among foreign people to fight under the Russian banner. And how am I today? I live among people who hate me. I'm losing my health and my mind, and cultivating the land that I fertilize to blood and flesh of its sons. I can't live here. I can't stop reminiscing. Death seems to be my only means of escape. Please pray for me, Constanti. P.S. I don't think this letter will make it through the censorship, but if it does, please tell Anilka that the thought of her brought me solace unto the very end. Letter. Dear Jenko, please stop with the gentry snobbery and listen to what I tell you. Times are changing. You can no longer rely solely on property ownership. The peasants are different now, and it is not at all clear how things will turn out in the coming years. You just have to look. Wherever you turn, you hear about revolts and peasants, guerrillas going at the lords with pitchforks. We have to protect ourselves. Have something on the side, some business that will allow us to live with dignity. That's why I'm telling you for the last time. Go to the bank in Tiflis and take a loan against half of our assets in the Caucasus. Invest in the oil business in Baku. The railroad is already getting there, and the world needs kerosene. You need to act. I will send you all the documents and authorizations. Don't delay any longer. Greetings, Lou. Perception. As a thaumaturge, you possess exceptional perception. You can see things that are hidden from sight. You can anticipate the enemy's actions. You can follow traces of emotions, thoughts, actions, and words, and you can reach your goals easier. Use perception to follow the path to your goal. The Tiflis Herald. The tragic events of August 29th have cast a shadow on the city of Tiflis, leaving it in deep mourning. Yesterday's rally, where reform proposals set out by Minister Alexander Buliguin have to be discussed, was brutally interrupted by Kazakh troops that stormed inside the municipal border building. Armed Cossacks entered the conference room, wreaking havoc. In the turmoil, 60 people were killed and over 100 were injured. People are shocked at another instance of unjustified aggression against the nation of Georgia. Many believe more mass strikes are inevitable. But let's get on with it and talk with the coachman.
Hello. Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
The village is what interests me.
Well, if you've got reason to be there, climb in.
So is it just locals living in the village?
Who else would want to live in a shithole like this?
I actually meant, is there anyone visiting, a guest?
Ah, you came for some healing. Well, he's no guest here. He's been here months, my friend. The people are tormented, so he's sure got folks to heal.
Where might I find him?
I bet he's still in the tavern. He prays this time of day. Oh, he prays a heck of a lot. You getting in, or what?
I'd be grateful.
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with.
Prologue. Hoping for the better.
Nothing to see around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there, past the little square, up the steps. They'll tell you where the preacher's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can find something interesting before. Protective charm, made of strings, sticks and feathers. It's supposed to protect the residents from the influence of evil powers. Elitarius Britzola. Soon the day will come when the people will throw off their hated shackles. With one stroke of the mighty arm, hardened by work and struggle with misery, they will get rid of the depressed Tsar. May the recent events, so agonizing for many, be a torch that will kindle the flame of a just revolution. It will only take a few people to raise their heads proudly, to abandon their work, for the flame to become an inferno that will consume the oppressor and cleanse our lands. It is already happening. Workers in major cities are preparing for action, and the country folk are also joining the fray. The hour of trial is upon us. Let us no longer lose heart. Yeah, so this is most definitely set before the Russian Revolution. Given the talk about the proletariat, I don't know the opposite, the word for the opposite fraction. Bourgeoisie. The bourgeoisie and the proletariat. That were the words. Let's
Gentlemen,
talk to this
is this
gentleman.
the tavern here?
Hey, Putnik. You coming from far?
Indeed, I'm tired.
Nice boots. Are they warm?
A proud answer. It not only draws from your flow of pride's level, but will also feed it even more. Well, let's go
Actually,
with
I
that
have
then.
particularly warm boots. Thanks.
And sooner or later, these might kick their arses.
Don't tempt me, Luca. Don't tempt me. Give me a sec. Got to sort out formalities with this tourist.
It's your snummy. We're the Tsar's soldiers.
Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
When your enemies lose all their health points, you win the fight. The enemy's health points are shown on bars below their feet, while your health points are represented by a bar in the bottom left corner of the screen. Let's start the fight then. Okay, we've got a quick attack and a planned attack, which is slower but deals way more damage, so we could take this one out. Actions QE. Perception allows you to anticipate the enemy's actions. To find out what they're planning, unfold the action QE at the top of the screen. Skill speeds. Each skill has its own speed. Slower skills are more powerful but require preparation, bringing the risk of an enemy attacking first. Quick skill. You can use it in the very next round. Slow skill. You must wait one round before you can use it. Okay, doesn't matter which one I use, so I think I'll go with this one. Okay, and now a quick one, because it doesn't matter anyway.
Sirs, the Ruski is right. They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
Thanks for calling me a cripple. Well, like, more player character, but still. We can pet the
Good
doggo.
boy.
Look at him. Oh, we can zoom in. Alright. Look at the doggy. So cute. Personally, I'm more of a cat person myself. But I just love a cute little dog. Oh, big dog. I prefer the bigger guys. News from Yerevan. A correspondence report that the newly appointed Governor General of the Yerevan province, Prince Napoleon Louis Joseph Germain Bonaparte, has just arrived in town. The highest officials were present at the welcoming ceremony, followed by a dinner with representatives from Yerevan's most eminent families. The Governor General's address to the townspeople is expected in the next few days. Let's see if there's any other interesting things. Nope. Then let's talk to Rasputin. I don't know where
Forgive me,
we
sir.
set up.
Is your name Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin?
I forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time, and
And you expected a thinking simpleton, an illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
yes, I've heard. Especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings, even hopeless cases. Inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe in?
If you help me, I'll believe all of it. And please believe me when I say I've tried everything short of a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a Thaumaturge.
Where are you coming from?
I first learned of you in Paris. A charismatic miracle worker from Russia. I even heard about you from my doctors. By the time I got to Petersburg, you were already gone. I've crossed almost 3 continents, through Siberia, India, and half of Europe. But if you're asking me about my origins, I'm from Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Wiktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who've lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
I forgive you, and I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a Thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to say.
What would you like me to do, sir?
I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
Prayer beads. Time-worn prayer beads with 30 woolen knots. The zeal gushing from the beads impregnates the wool better than the tallow from the owner's strong fingers. The object pulses with a mixture of blue rapture, purple passion, and graphite fierceness. The touch of the beads burns, but it also attracts. Rasputin's wish. Rasputin has a magnetic zeal and passion. He is a man with an attractive personality, strong and fierce. He is easy to follow. One just has to be careful not to get burned by the flame of his ardor. You've acquired the knowledge or context required to give a response.
I'll return to you in a moment.
I can hardly wait.
Observations. Observations are informations that you acquire by interacting with people and items. Observations make up conclusions, a valuable source of knowledge about the world, events that can help you in different situations. Perception and objects. Thaumaturges possess perception which allows them to read other people's emotions, actions, words, and thoughts left on items. In order to recognize them, you must develop the heart, deed, word, and mind dimensions sufficiently. Traces. In some items you find a trace of someone's personality. It takes one of three forms. Unknown. You see it for the first time. Familiar. You've seen it before, but you're not certain who it belongs to. Certain. You know exactly who left it. Traces are only revealed once you pass the test of perception on the item.
Let's take a look around.
So it seems like when we do this and there's an interesting item nearby, it sort of gathers in a cloud and will become obvious once we get close to what it
Who
is.
would have thought there were such layers of passion within him?
Prayer book. An ornate prayer book containing prayers for the Russian Orthodox Rite. It vibrates with a languishing moan of delight, the touch of silk, the scent of curdly powder. But that which is soft and warm is also pierced by the thorns of impending separation and longing. And for the other conclusion, our deed dimension is too low. Rasputin's passions. Who would have thought that this priest had such passion? Surprisingly, the mask of a healer conceals an outstanding lover, irresistible to women's hearts and bodies. Perhaps this is one of his healing methods. Ah, great. Ah, Thaumaturge points. On the grimoire's cover, there are available Thaumaturge points that you can spend on the tree, purchase skill upgrades, improve your power within a dimension, and hunt salutations to enable future development. Okay, so for this one, you needed deed. Let's develop this one. We only had one, so. Trembling hands and thin white gloves, feverishly tying a ribbon behind, which she tucked a leaf with an imprint of her made-up lips. She ran to make it in time, to give him a gift, to make sure he wouldn't forget her when he found himself too far from court. Alright. Ah, crumbs. For this we needed mind dimension. And for this one we needed word. Can I? I think it doesn't matter which one we would have developed. It just couldn't have been hard. I think. I don't know. I'm a little confused right now. But I think we've gathered enough to fulfill the quest.
What have you learned, wizard?
Well, you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend.
Therefore, a Petersburg lady-in-waiting who was very devoted to you gave you her breviary.
Honestly, I don't remember where I got it. Its contents were always more important. Have a seat. Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild saluter, and that ended with me losing contact with my first saluter. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind, I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
I don't have much dignity left. I'm prepared to beg for your help.
That won't be necessary, Victor. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a Thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try. Focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me...
Where am I? Rasputin. There's no one in here. I need to get out of here. What is this sound? Shackles?
You're blind. You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, Father.
You'll lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind. Do you hear me? Do you? Do you?
I can see, Father. Clearly.
Will you be lying there much longer? I wanted to sweep.
Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yes, yes. Absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out. It's so good to see you again. And something else. I saw him clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a saluter, unbound by a pact. A wild one. And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
Okay, we've got 2 new quests. And I think we will take those on in the next episode. Yeah, so I hope you liked the game. I wasn't talking as much in this one. Yeah, I need to see a little bit how I balance that, especially with games that have voice acting, because I definitely do not want to talk like through the voice acting. Yeah, but I'll figure it out. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode.